Welcome to Situation 2 Part 2 on how to calculate your GPA and SAP for financial aid purposes. As you can see, this is the first transcript on Part 1, and this student, this is his grade points and earned credit hours. And if you divide those two, it's not the same. So in Part 1, I explained exactly how we got the 1.683. Now, that was the first semester. They took College Reading 3, Applied Communications. So these two classes replace these two. They have a D, now they have an A, but they count as repeated classes. Now, the first semester, the student had to pay out of pocket and was suspension. Now, on the second semester, it's conditional probation. You might still pay out of pocket, or you can do an appeal to financial aid, and they might help you or not, depending on your situation. Now, in this second semester, this student is repeating music appreciation. So music appreciation is right here, so it's a repeated class. We have College 3 right here, we repeated class. We have Applied Communications, repeated class. Now these two are still there. They don't count because this is only attempted one time. This was attempted twice, but the withdrawal does not count, but the F does count. So we have 3, 6, 9 hours plus the 3 for Spanish bilingual. That gives us 12. Now why do we have 6? Because we only earned 3 points on College Reading with a D and Applied Communications with a D of 3. So that's 6. We got 0 points in music appreciation and 0 points for Spanish. So here we go. If you see these two and you divide these two, it's going to give you a 3.82, which is wrong. The actual GPA is 2.11. So if you add these two in your transcript and they don't match, when you divide these two, don't match with the GPA, then you have outstanding courses that you need to retake to balance your GPA. If you divide the total grade point 61.02 with total earned credit 60.00 equals 3.82. Why the GPA difference? Because the total complete credit hours are 28 hours, but minus the 12 repeated hours is 16 hours completed. The total credit completed attempted grade points are 73.02 minus the 12 repeated hours 61.02. That's what it equals. Now the GPA is calculated by getting all the hours attempted, which are 41, minus repeated classes, which was 12, equals 29. Now, why do you count 12 hours instead of 6? Because basic Spanish for bilingual is 1, it's a repeated class. Okay, and we also have we have 3, 6, 9, and 12. This is not considered a repeated class because it hasn't been taken again. So we only have one repeated class. So that's 12. 3, 6, 9 plus 3 is 12. But it was an F grade, but it still counts as a repeated class. So now we divide 6102 total grade points with 29 hours attempted hours equals 2.11. Here's the 29, 29, 61.02, 61.02, and that gives you a 2.11. Remember, when you start rolling in college, it is difficult to bring up your GPA and SAT back to financial aid standards. Now, the SAT percent is much easier. Cumulative completed credit hours were 16. Attempted hours were 41. So, community attempted credit hours. So 16 divided by 41 equals 39%. Okay, you here with this second semester, you have reached a 2.0 or better. So that meets one of the criteria for financial aid. But here you're still at 39%. And we look at the previous transcript, you had 1.6. So your GPA went up, but your SAP almost stayed exactly the same. It was the same. So now this student's gonna attempt another semester, which is a third semester, and on my next video I will explain how this person will bring up her SAP to 42%, but the GPA goes down. So if you have any questions, please email us at casmaronline@yahoo.com. Thank you.